What is that? Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
How are you guys? Practiced any numericals based on this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll continue what we like where we stopped. We done up to 16, correct? We have to start from 17, 18, 19, 20. After that also same kind of numericals, little extra topics was there. Perpendicular distance from a point to a line. So we'll discuss after these 4 numericals. So this is a little bit related to economics, related to numericals, like I said, like integration problems. Integration is not calculus based, integrated with some other topics like word problems. The owner of a milk store finds that he can sell 980 liters of milk each week at 14 rupees per liter, and 220 liters of milk each week at 16 rupees per liter. Assuming a linear relationship, the meaning is that the change is linear. It's not change is linear means if it is increased by 1 unit, there also whatever the increment is there, that is also will be a constant for some other values also. So assuming a linear relationship between selling price and demand, how many liters could he sell weekly at the rate of 17 rupees per liter? So here, what is your x coordinate and what is your y coordinate like that? What is your x and what is your y? Students, able to hear what I'm asking? He didn't mention here. In the previous question, he clearly mentioned like this is a function of this. Express the relationship between the length of the rod is function of temperature. Here, how we can take? Which we can consider as x.
Sir, x-axis we can take the Sorry, sir, 1 minute. We can take the amount of money as x-axis and the quantity in y-axis.
Yeah. So the price will be on x-axis because the price will decide the quantity here. Correct? Or you can take quantity and price also. That doesn't matter. Only the thing is a little bit changed. But always here the demand is a function of the cost. The demand is high. Actually, based on the demand, your price will decide actually. So here what we are trying to say is y is a function of x and my y quantity is Assuming, please mention this one. When you're writing, both is right. If I'm taking y-axis is capacity or liters and x-axis is price, this is also same. And if x-axis is liters and y-axis is price, this is also correct. We can't say this is wrong. But before writing these things, just mention a small points. What you have to mention here? Assume, because he didn't mention which is which you have to consider as x-axis, which you have to consider as y-axis. So assume selling price on x-axis, demand, that is number of liters selling in that week, is on y-axis. Demand on y-axis. Demand is on y-axis. So selling price is on x-axis and demand is on y-axis. Now, so in 1 week, if the demand is 980 liters, and he mentioned it is very clearly, it's a linear relationship. So if I'm marking according to given data, I will get 2 points. What are the 2 points, students? 14, 980. 14 rupees per liter, then he said 980 liters. When it is 16 rupees per liter, 220 liters is sold out. So the linear relation between these 2 points, A, B, and A is one particular week. He is having a demand of 980 liters and he sold 14 rupees per liter. And another week, 220 liters is demand in 16 rupees per liter he sold out. So equation of AB. It's very clear. So point and point form you have to use. Y minus Y1 is equals Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1 into X minus X1. So solve this one and find out the equation of the demand equation, which represents the relation between demand and cost of the milk per liter, please. What is the final equation you get? Anyone got the equation? Students, please respond. What is the answer you got? Y minus 980 is equal to 980 minus 1220. How much will you get here? 240 divided by 2 into x minus 14. This is 220 times. So this will be y minus 980 is equal to 120x minus 14 into 120. So what is the final equation you are getting?
So 120x minus 700 minus y is equal to 0.
So I need to represent the demand is equal to how much? 120x minus
700.
700. 120x minus 700. He is asking if the person is selling 17 rupees per liter, what is the demand? If the cost is 17 rupees per liter, then y is. So use this equation. So y at x is equal to 17 is equal to 120 into 17 minus 700. How much?
$2040 minus 700.
20 into 17 is how much? Is the equation of this thing is correct?
Sir, 14 into 120 is 1680.
1680 minus
980, which is 700. Minus 700.
700. 12 into 17 is how much?
Sir, it will be 1680 plus 36.
Yeah, 36 or 34 or
So 12 3s are 36.
12 into 17, man. 12 into 17, no? Yeah.
Sir, I didn't do like that, sir. Already we have 1680, right? So I added 36 with it.
Okay, okay. How much you got? 12 into 17?
2040.
2040. So 2040 minus 700. How much? 1340 now?
Yes, sir.
So 1340 liters. 1340 liters. This is clear? Yeah. Moving to the next question. P A comma B is the midpoint of a line segment between axes. There is an coordinate axis. You can take any quadrant, but I'm taking one particular quadrant to explain. This is a line is like this, which is intersecting both the coordinate axis. So this is Y, this is X, this is O. This point of intersection is A, and this point of intersection is B. AB is a line which is intersecting both the coordinate axis, and the midpoint of AB is P. This midpoint is A comma B is given. So P A comma B, question number 18, is the midpoint of a line segment, midpoint of a line segment between axes. Between axes. So he's asking, show that the equation of this line is x by a plus y by b is equal to 2. So assume the b coordinate is x comma 0. And at a it is intersecting 0 comma y. And a comma b is a point on this line. So if x, find the equation of a line which is passing through this point. It doesn't work because I assumed this is my assumption, but he mentioned P is the midpoint of AB. P is the midpoint of AB. So this will be x plus 0 by 2 comma y 0 plus y by 2 is equal to a comma b. From here I can say x is equal to 2a, y is equal to 2b. Now my x value, y value I got in terms of a and b. So this is 2a comma 0, this is 0 comma 2b. So a comma b might be anything. Based on that I will get different lines like this. But the relation is between the x intercept and y intercept is 2 times a and 2 times b because the midpoint is a comma b. So now find the equation of a line equation of a line with x-intercept is 2a, y-intercept is 2b. So x by 2a plus y by 2b is equal to 1. If I'm taking LCM and all, what you will get? X by a plus y by b is equal to 2, because he is asking us to show the equation of a line which is satisfying this condition is x by a plus y by b is equal to 2. This is how I can able to explain this question. So you mentioned here clearly, I am using intercept form. According to intercept form, equation of line which is having these equations, which is these intercepts. I'm using intercept form here. Intercept form. And please mention what are the format you are using to solve this question. So moving to the next question. Hope you are clear. I can move to the next question. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. So the next question is also same format, but slightly difference is there. Next question says it is not a midpoint, it is a one of the trisection point. Same. This is a x-axis and this is a y-axis. It's a line like this. Assume the point A, x comma 0, B, 0 comma y. And there is a point P, sorry, point R, h comma k. Point R, h comma k, which is dividing this line 1:2 ratio. Which is dividing the line 1:2 ratio. How he is saying, if R h comma k divides the line segment between the axes in the ratio 1:2. So generally axis means x axis to y axis. So you should not confuse between the axes means he didn't mention whether it is dividing 1:2 ratio means which way I have to take. Generally xy axis. That's the reason here I can take this is 1:2 ratio like this. Students, got it what I'm saying? Aren't you mentioned clearly otherwise? You mentioned clearly. How you have to mention? Let AB be the line segment. Let A be the line segment. Between the axes. Between the axes. So R h comma k is dividing the line AB. R h comma k divides the line AB. 1:2 ratio. That means this is AB. There is a point R h comma k. 1:2 ratio it is dividing. So then find out the point if A is equal to x comma 0 and B is equal to 0 comma y, then find out the R point. R h comma k is equal to, according to section formula, it's very simple. H is to k ratio. So h into 0 plus k into x divided by h plus k, comma, sorry guys,
1:2 ratio.
1:2 ratio. This is not h comma k ratio. It's a 1:2 ratio. H comma k is the point. So 1:2 ratio. So 1 into 0 plus 2 into x divided by 1 plus 2. 1 into y plus 2 into 0 divided by 1 plus 2, which is coming as 2x by 3, y by 3. 2x by 3, comma, y by 3. if I'm comparing this ordered pair, my h is equal to 2x by 3. From here, x is equal to 3h by 2. Y is equal, sorry, k is equal to y by 3. From here, y is equal to 3k. So then the equation of a line which is having x, equation of line having x-intercept 3h by k, y-intercept 3k. Sorry, 3h by 2, 3h by 2, 3k. This will be equal to x by 3h by 2 plus y by 3k is equals 1. Is asking us to show any equation? No, just is asking us to calculate the what is the equation. So this will be 2x by h plus 3 by k is equal to 3, or I can write as 2kx plus 3h is equal to 3hk. So anything is a equation of a line which is satisfying the given condition. It is satisfying the given conditions. Clear, students, what I am saying? Anyone having any doubt in this question? Students, is it clear?
Sir, it should be 3hy, right?
3hy, correct.
Sir, 3 won't come actually.
Y by 3k. This is just hy.
Yes, sir. Correct.
2kx hy is equal to 3hk. Moving to the last question. By using the concept of the equation of a line. What is the equation of a line? There are different forms we are having. Prove that these three are collinear. He clearly mentioned. With the help of this concept only you have to do. So you should not use your own methods in this question. Otherwise, if he is giving only prove that these 3 points are collinear means you can use any method. Merely he is asking us to use the concept of the equation of line. So if he is asking use the equation concept of the equation of line, just find out the, let's assume the given points are question number 20. Let's assume the given points are A 3, 0, B -2, -2, C 8, 2. So find the equation of AB and check C is on the line AB or not by substituting the C coordinate in AB equation. This is one method. If he is not mentioned, just he is asking prove that. There are many methods. Second one is slope of AB must be equal to slope of BC. If you are able to prove, then this is linear because AB is parallel to BC. B is the common point. AB is parallel to BC, but B is common point. So this is AB. Another line you can draw parallel to this with a B is only like this. You should not draw like this. You should not draw like this because B is common point. This is one more method. Next one is distance formula is another method. Distance formula. Another method is slope we done, equation of line we done, distance formula we done.
Determinant.
Area of triangle. And fifth method is matrices. It is almost a little bit related to area of
Yes,
the
sir.
triangle.
Yes.
So you can use any method, but because we are going to face MCQs, that's the reason I'm giving these options. Best method is slope. AB slope is how much? 3, 0, minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2 minus 0 by minus 2 minus 3. This is 2 by 5. And BC slope is 2 minus of minus 2 divided by 8 minus of minus 2. 8 plus 2. So 4 by 10. This is 2 by 5. Two line slopes are equal with a common point unless until these 3 points are on same line. You should not draw two different lines with common point as parallel. It should be a single line. Then only you can able to draw. It is not possible to draw a line. AB you have to draw, BC you have to draw. The condition is it should be parallel. It is only possible if it is a single line. So, but here it's a descriptive question. He is asking with the help of the concept of equation of a line. That means, suppose if we are facing a descriptive question, first we have to calculate the equation of AB. Equation of AB. Suppose if I'm taking this point is A, this point is B, and this point is C. The equation of AB is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So this y is equal to 2 by 5 into x minus 3. From here 5y is equal to 2x minus 6. So the equation of line passing through AB is 2x minus 5y minus 6 is equal to 0. Equation of AB. Substitute C coordinate in this equation. So 2 into 8 minus 5 into 2 minus 6 is equal to 16 minus 10 minus 6, which is equal to 0, which says C is a which is satisfying. Which says C is a point on the C is a point on the line. Don't mention line segment on the line AB, because if you extend AB, it might be in between AB or out of the AB, but it is on the AB. So A, B, C are collinear, or given 3 points are collinear. This is the actual answer for this question, because he is clearly mentioned using the concept of equation of line. But MCQs and all, they won't ask like this. They might ask only check whether it is collinear or not. That's it. They won't go beyond that. Hope you are clear, students, what I'm saying so far. Is it clear?
Sir, actually for collinearity, the slope concept can't be used, right? Because slope, if the slopes are equal, it just says that the points are parallel.
Correct. See, that's only I explained. Now you didn't listen, man.
I listened, sir, but then I didn't understand what you told after that.
Suppose AB is a line, slope is M, correct?
Yes, sir.
BC is another line, slope is M. What is it says? AB and BC are
Parallel.
parallel. Can you draw two parallel lines which showing both are parallel to each other, and B is the common point for the both the lines? This is my AB. Can you draw BC which is parallel to AB? What is the possible option? You have to draw, you have to draw, you have to draw. You have to draw. Only possible option is this. You can draw, you can draw only along AB. Because I have to start from B again. Because BC is parallel to AB. It is possible only if BC is also along the same line.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So B is the common point. AB and BC are parallel, and B is common point in both the lines. So assume two lines, B is common point and both lines are parallel. How it will looks? It looks a single line. You can't draw. It is not possible to draw two parallel lines with a common point. It is not possible to draw unless until it is the same line. Will you agree now?
Yes, sir.
So simple, general logic. This is geometrical logic. We can't say proof and all here. Just we will use this one. A single line can able to draw with a common point. Two lines are parallel means it represents a single line. Yeah. So one simple question I will ask based on this. Meanwhile, you start doing this, and we will go jump to the next one. You can use any method. This is an MCQ. Let PS be the median of the triangle with vertices P 2 comma 2, Q 6 comma minus 1, and R 7 comma 3. The equation of line passing through passing through 1 comma minus 1 and parallel to PS. Wait. Hope you understand what is the question. Anyone got the answer? Students, anyone got the answer? Guys, I'm requesting you, anyone got the answer?
Sir, y is equal to minus 2 by 9x minus 1.
Y is equal to minus
2 by 9x
next
minus 1.
minus 1.
That's it, sir.
So that is 9y is equal to minus 2x minus 9. 2x plus 9y plus 9. Huh? That is your answer. Am I right?
Yes.
How you done? First I'm calculating. See, PS is a median. PS is a median means S is the midpoint of Q and R. Correct?
Yes, sir.
S is midpoint of Q and R. So S is equal to 6 plus 7 by 3 minus 1 plus 3 by 3. Correct? Sorry, 2. 6 plus 7 by 2 minus 1 plus 3 by 2. So 6 plus 7 is 13 by 2, 2 by 2. 13 by 2 comma 1.
Sir,
So,
it's 2x plus 9y plus 7, sir. Sorry.
yeah. 2x plus 9y plus 7. Super. Yeah. So now I got the PS value. So slope of PS. Slope of PS is 11. P is 2 comma 2. So 11 minus 2. Sorry, not 11 minus 2. 1 minus 2 divided by 13 by 2 minus 2. This is minus 1 by how much?
9 by 2.
4 by 2. This is minus 9 by 2. And the equation of line is passing to 1 comma minus 1. 1 comma minus 1 means what? Y minus of minus plus 1 is equal to m into x minus 1. M is what? Minus 9 by 2 into.
Sir, actually, it's minus 1 by minus 9 by 2. So it will become minus 2 by 9.
Minus 2 by 9, correct. Minus 2 by 9, x minus 1. X minus 1. If I am cross multiplying, 9y plus 9 is equal to minus 2x plus 2. So this is 2x plus 9y plus 7 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Line which is parallel to the median of the triangle and parallel to the median of the triangle passing through 1 comma minus 1. Simple. Yeah. Next question. Shall I go for one more question? After that, we'll move to the next concept.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. The area of a triangle is 5 square unit. Two of its vertices are two comma 1, 3 comma minus 2, and the third vertex lies on the line y is equal to x plus 3. Y is equal to x plus 3. Then the third vertex is A 7 by 2 comma 13 by 2, B 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2, C 7 by 2 comma minus 13 by 2 d 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. How will do this question? Just 5 minutes time, please. Not even 5 minutes. Usually we'll get 1 minute.
Sir, is it the first one?
Yeah, yes. How you got?
Sir, so since it's y is equal to x plus 3, y minus 3 should be equal to x. Then I substituted from option.
One of the best options. Suppose if you got 2 or 3 options having satisfying that equation,
Then we have to go with the area of triangle.
the answer is 1, right option. But whatever method you use, it won't work always. But what the method you used, it won't work always. Will you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Here only one.
In that case, what you will do?
Sir, in that case, we'll take x3 or x3 is equal to y3 minus 3, and then we'll use area of triangle formula is equal to 5.
So A is equal to 2 comma 1, B is equal to 3 comma minus 2, C is equal to T plus 3 comma T. Substitute T plus 3 comma T. No, not T plus 3 comma T. T minus 3 comma T. Correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm taking X is equal to T, Y is equal to T plus 3. Or T comma T plus 3. Now, calculate the area of this. Calculate the area of this. So how we will calculate? I already told you. 2, 1, 3 minus 2, T plus 3, 2, 1, and its area is equal to 5. So calculate the T value. Once you got the T value, your job is easy. That is one of the method. If more than one option is satisfying this equation, if more than one option is satisfying this equation, this is one of the best option. Is it clear, students? Is it clear what I am saying?
Yes,
Students,
sir.
please. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So with all these discussions, we can conclude the general equation of a straight line is, how we can define the general equation of a straight line?
Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0.
A might be 0, B might be 0, C also might be 0, straight line. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a linear equation of two variable of 1 degree represents a general equation of a straight line. Clear? A linear equation of two variable of degree 1. Sorry, anyway, linear equation I mentioned, linear equation of two variable. So if I am giving the general equation, how to represent different forms? Just I am having the equation like this. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. How many ways I can convert this line into different forms? There are only 3 forms I can convert by looking into this equation. So why I am converting these forms? Sometimes things will be made very easy if I am able to convert into some other formats. So how I can say by seeing this equation, what is its slope and what is its y-intercept? How I can say by seeing this equation, what is its x-intercept and what is its y-intercept? How I can say by seeing this equation, what is the perpendicular distance from the origin? The meaning of perpendicular distance, suppose if this is a line, from the origin draw a perpendicular, length of the normal. by seeing the equation with less calculation. So for this, with the help of general equations, different forms of ax plus by plus c, different forms of general equation of a line. Different forms of general equation of a line. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. The first one is slope intercept form. Suppose if I am giving an equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, which I already explained when I am explaining this format. If I am able to convert, this will be equal to y is equal to mx plus c, where m represents slope, c represents y-intercept. Let's see whether I can able to convert straight away from this. by is equal to minus ax minus c. From here, y is equal to minus a by b into x minus c by b. So by seeing this equation, I can say minus a by b is the slope, minus c by b is called y-intercept. If I'm asking you convert into slope intercept form, if I'm giving the equation of a line, then you have to write like this. So the meaning of slope intercept form of an equation means by looking in that equation straight away without calculating anything, you have to tell the slope of the line and y-intercept. That's the meaning of conversion. I'm converting general form of general equation of a line to slope intercept form. This is a conversion. I'm converting one form to another form. Both represent same equation, but this is called, if the equation is looking like this, the same equation I'm converting like this, that is called slope intercept form. Same as how I can write intercept form. Intercept form is what? X by x intercept plus y by y intercept is equal to 1. If it is looking like this, that is called intercept form. But what is the equation I gave? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. If I'm asking you to convert to intercept form, convert to intercept form. If I'm asking you to convert to intercept form, first ax plus by, take minus c the side, divide both sides with minus c. That is ax by minus c plus by minus c is equal to 1. From here, I can write x by minus c by a plus y by minus c by b is equal to 1. Here, minus c by a is x-intercept, minus c by b is y-intercept. So by seeing the equation, I can say x-intercept and y-intercept, and this equation is called intercept form of the general form of the equation of a line. Next one, how to convert into normal form? How to convert into normal form? Normal form means what? Normal form will looks like what? Equation of normal length and slope of the normal, like an angle, how the normal is making with x-axis. Suppose ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a given equation, and its normal is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So how I can represent this normal form? If I'm giving this equation, how I can convert into normal form? Anyone? How I can convert into normal form? How I can convert into normal form? Anyone? Students, how I can convert the normal? if you observe here, this both the equations represents same equation. When I can say two equations represent same equation, you have to remember the concept many solutions, single solutions, and no solution case. It's a many solution case. When I can say inconsistency of two simultaneous linear equations, if its corresponding ratios are same. If I want to say this is the equation and this is also represents the same equation in different form, it is possible only a by cos alpha is equal to b by sin alpha is equal to c by p. That means minus c by p. Because if I'm taking with minus c, then it will be the same format. So if two lines represents the same line, their coefficients of x coordinate and y coordinate must be same. Must be in the same ratio. So from here, I can write sin alpha is equal to minus Cp by B, cos alpha is equal to minus AP by, sorry guys,
So minus BP by C.
minus BP by C. This is minus AP by C. So how I to calculate the alpha value here? So simple. First I have to calculate P value in terms of ABC. How I can calculate the P value in terms of ABC? I know sin alpha value, I know cos alpha value. So sin square alpha plus cos square alpha according to trigonometry it is equal to 1. That is B square P square by C square plus A square P square by C square must be equal to 1. From here if I am taking P square common, B square by C square plus P square by C square will be equal to 1. From here P will be equal to root of C by A square plus B square. Root of plus or minus. This is the value of P. Now how to calculate the tan alpha value? Tan alpha is nothing but sin alpha by cos alpha. So sin alpha is how much? Minus BP by C minus AP by C.
Sir, it's C square.
Which one?
P is equal to plus 1.
C square. So this will be plus or minus C by root of A square plus B square. So from here, how much I'm getting? This is B by A. B by A. Yeah. From here, but this is like slope. No, this is enough. No need to calculate tan alpha, sin alpha. So sin alpha is equal to minus B by C into P, which is equal to how much? Plus or minus, how much you are getting? Sin alpha value. B by square root of A square plus B square. Same as cos alpha value, plus or minus A by square root of A square plus B square. Now, I am writing into a normal form. So normal form is what? X. What is the normal form?
X cos alpha plus Y sin.
Y sin alpha is equal to P. But I don't know the alpha value, P value. I am giving, my given data is AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. If I'm asking you to convert into normal form, the normal form is plus or minus A by square root of A square plus B square into X plus or minus B by square root of A square plus B square into Y is equal plus or minus A by square root of A square plus B square. Sorry, plus or minus C. So this is a normal form of an equation conversion. So this value represents sin alpha, sorry, cos alpha. This value represents sin alpha. This value represents P value. That is a perpendicular distance from the origin. Perpendicular distance from the origin. So These are the different formats. Straight away we can able to convert. Suppose if I am giving an equation, for example, one question I will do with respect to the three forms. Reduce the equation root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0 into first one slope intercept form, second one intercept form, third one normal form. The meaning of slope intercept form means it's just giving an equation. It doesn't represent anything related to slope straight away or intercept of any. It doesn't give. But I have to convert this equation into some other format which will gives the slope and intercept. So the first one is your ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is what? Root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. So from here y is equal to minus root 3x plus 8. So wherever this is slope intercept form, simple. It is looking like y is equal to mx plus c. So slope intercept form is got. So where the slope is root 3 minus root 3 and intercept is plus 8. Y intercept is plus 8. Second one, the same equation how to represent in intercept form. Root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. Root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. From here, root 3x plus y is equal to 8. From here, x by 8 by root 3 plus y by 8 is equal to 1. This is the intercept form where your x-intercept is 8 by root 3, y-intercept is 8. Here your slope is root minus root 3, y-intercept is 8. So this is second one. When it comes to third one, same equation, root 3x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. Your a is equal to root 3, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 8. So from here, I can able to calculate sine alpha, cos alpha, tan alpha. So first calculate the a square plus b square value. A square plus b square value. So a square plus b square will be equal to under the root. So 3 plus 1 under the root, it is 2. So the normal form is root 3 by 2 x plus 1 by 2 y is equal to minus of minus 8 by 2, which will give plus 4. So both are positive, that is sine 6. Sorry, this represents cos alpha. So cos 30x plus cos 30, sorry guys, sine 30y is equal to 4. This is the normal form. See, why I wrote in the derivation plus or minus? Because in the question, I don't know whether they will give what coordinate. If I'm writing both are plus or minus, then only I will get all the four combinations. But here, this plus or minus will be depends upon given equation. Both are positive, then it is first coordinate. Both are negative, then it will be fourth coordinate. You will get your alpha is based on these signs. Suppose the same question, if it is giving this is minus and this is minus, then you can represent this into fourth coordinate. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying?
Sir, why are you taking minus of minus 8?
The general form, to convert into a normal form, first I have to write like this, no? Ax plus by is equal to minus c, which is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. When I'm comparing c, I'm taking that side and I'm doing now. Your c is minus 8 now anyway.
Yeah, sir, but why are you taking one more minus sign?
Yes. What is the format says here? What is
The
the format?
formula it will come plus or minus c divided by root of a square plus b.
Plus or minus, yeah, plus or minus c. No, why I mentioned, sorry, not plus or minus. Yeah, plus or minus only, but you have to take a positive value here because it is shows the normal distance. So this is always positive you have to make. That's the reason there I mentioned plus or minus. Sorry guys. It is the perpendicular distance from the origin. This side is always positive. Anyway, I will explain one or more questions based on this. We'll meet in next class. In tomorrow class, we will discuss angle between two lines. If two lines are given, how to find out the angle between them, and some other questions related to these topics. I will come with different normal problems. I will make sure to avoid the confusion of this signs, negative, positive, and all. I will explain one more time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll meet in next class. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.